Week 6 is in the books, and week 7 is still on the hooks. Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, Goodymo Short Crew. Week 7 picks. Let's go ahead and take care of it. Hope everybody's day going good. This is Terrific Thursday. I have to say, done better than previous. Done better than previous. 8-6 last week on my picks. I'll just keep it as that. It is better. Above 500, but man, it's been a struggle out the gate. But we're going to go ahead and stroll through these and get them done. Let's take it at the top with the Broncos and Saints. Broncos and Saints. Saints at home. Broncos coming off a loss, I believe. Did the Broncos lose? Yes, they did. They lost to the Chargers 23-16. And I actually picked the Broncos last week. Going with the Saints. They're 2-4. They need a win. So we'll go ahead and go with those Saints. Lions and Vikings. Lions 4-1. Vikings 5-0. I'm going to say the Vikings are going to get their loss in week 7 this week. I'm going to go ahead and go with those Lions in week 7. They're sitting at 4-1. They should be tied with those Vikings this week at 5-1. Dolphins and Colts. Dolphins and Colts. I'm going to go with those Colts. Texans division, it's okay. Dolphins, we already know the story with them up and down, but they're trying to hang on. Team that can possibly get a wild card. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going with the Colts in week 7. Texans and Packers. 5-1 Texans. Going to Wisconsin and play these Packers. And I always said it's a tough place to play. I'm going to go with those Texans this week. I almost want to switch it up and go with those Packers. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. But I said the Texans keep it going. 6-1 after week 7. We're going with those Texans. Eagles and Giants. What do we call them? The Giants? Misfits. But I tell you one thing, the Eagles ain't too far from it. If the Giants are misfits number 1 and the Browns are 2, the Eagles gotta be 3. But I'm going with the Eagles this week. 3-2. Giants are 2-4. Giants, they kind of get it together, man, and try to string together some games. Just look a little organized, like they know what they're doing. Man, they can turn their season around. They can turn it around. I don't think they're going to do that, but, you know, they got to find it from somewhere. But they're not going to find it in week 7. I'm going with those Eagles in week 7. Panthers and Commanders. Going with the Commanders. I don't even know why I thought about that. 1-5 Panthers, 4-2 Commanders. And records don't mean anything at this point. You know, even if you didn't win a game and you're well under 500, don't mean you can't win a ball game. So we're not looking at it that way. But we are going to look at it the way you've been playing on the field lately in previous weeks. And the eye test is telling me these Commanders at home are going to beat those Panthers. And I'm rolling with that. Roll it down one here. Jets and Steelers. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. At least on paper, before the season started, you would say this was gonna be a good one. With all the crazy stuff that's going on, we'll see a Devontae Adams. Could he possibly play in this game? We don't know. What do y'all think about the Devontae Adams trade? Was it too obvious? We're not gonna get too deep into it. That can be a whole nother video talking about the Devontae Adams trade. But me personally, I mean, is it gonna change anything? Is it gonna get him in the playoffs? Devontae Adams, should he went to another team that could have contended for a Super Bowl? You know, there's a lot of that stuff going around. Or he just wanted to play with his buddy so bad, Aaron Rodgers. They're gonna figure it out on the fly. We're gonna find out. Just keep tuning in. But I'm going with those Steelers in Week 7 against the Jets. Okay. Chargers and Cardinals. I'm going with those Chargers. Going with those Chargers against the Cardinals in Week 7. Hardball. Let's take it at the top. Patriots and Jaguars. This one here can go either way. Both of these teams are at 1-5. Starving. Need wins bad. And if I had to pick between the two at this point, it's going to be the Jaguars. It just seems like they get things going and they kind of fall apart during the game, but it looks like they'd be headed to victory. Something happens. I don't know what it is. Peterson is definitely on the hot seat. And if they lose like 2 or 3 more games in a row, the man is not going to make the season. They're going to fire him during the season. I can see this happening in a couple of weeks if they can't find a way to win. So the pressure is on. Can they save their coach's job? At home in Week 7, I say they do. I'm going with the Jaguars. Titans and Bills. Going with Bills on that. They looked good last week. They're at home. Titans up and down. But they make games interesting. Titans becoming very close. Very close. But 1-4 means very inconsistent. They can't string together enough plays, impact plays. And I got to go with the Bills at 4-2. Bills in Week 7. Seahawks and Falcons. Seahawks 3-3 of the year so far. Falcons 4-2. Falcons at home is kind of hard to go against. Kirk Cousins, of course. This is an easy one for me. They get it done in Week 7 at home. Bengals and Browns. Going Bengals on this one. Going Bengals. Something tells me these Bengals going to start getting it together. Start pulling out some wins. They're 2-4. Okay? Their season is not gone yet. Just 2 or 3 more wins. In this little short span of time, they can get back in the mix. They just need to get past that 500 mark. Get to 500. Get 1 or 2 games above it. Then you can start feeling yourself a little bit and start getting back in the groove and be the team that you was projected to be at the start of the season. And you'll have the possibility and the capability of putting the Browns out of their misery. And I think that's going to happen in Week 7. I'm going with the Bengals. Raiders and Rams. Going with the Rams. Going with the Rams. Even though the Rams are 1-4, Raiders 2-4. Not too far-fetched. You can flip a coin really on this game. I'm just going to go with the Rams. They're at home. Big McVay fan, and they just been hit with the injury bug. They have a lot of talent over there, like their receiving core. A few guys on defense, so I think they get it done in week 7. Chiefs and 49ers. That's the big one. That is a huge one. I'm going to go 49ers. I know the safe bet, I ain't going to say easy bet, will be picking the Chiefs every week and come out pretty good on that. But I'm going to say the 49ers are going to give them their first loss of the season. First loss of the season. 49ers are at home. They're 3-3. They're trying to come out the mud. Chiefs feeling themselves a little bit. They've been perfect up to this point. I say they slip. They slip in week 7. 49ers. Ravens and Buccaneers. Monday Night Football. That's going to be a good one as well. Tune in. Ravens and Buccaneers. I'm going with those Ravens. They're both 4-2. Both of these teams are hot, I might add. But if I'm going to look at the quarterback position, and then I'm going to look at the running back position, tells me Ravens are going to come out of this game victorious. But if these Buccaneers find a way to pull this game out at home now, they're at home. You think eyes are wide open right now looking at this team. They take down the Ravens. You really have to start looking at this team very seriously. And in saying all of that, I'm still going with the Ravens in week 7. That seals it up. Week 7 picks. Like always, take a look at it. See what you think. I don't think it's too bad. 8-6 is okay. It's not the best thing. But it's above 500. We have to stay above 500. So there you have it. Preseason basketball. NBA is coming up. About a week, huh? Start of the season. Rockets looking good. Miami Heat looking good. As they bring players along you'd never heard of in your life, but still find ways to win ball games. A lot of storylines. Lakers. Of course, LeBron, Bronny. Celtics, can they repeat? Paul George in Philadelphia. Yeah, there's a lot of storylines. Ja Morant back. So yeah, you're going to start getting some basketball action now mixed in with a little football. So Rockets' last preseason game is tonight. Y'all tune in to that if y'all don't have anything going on. Well, you probably be watching Thursday Night Football, of course, instead of watching a Rockets' last preseason game when they probably don't have anybody out there to begin with. But halftime or something, you want to check back and forth, go ahead and do that. But y'all enjoy y'all day. Thanks for y'all time. This GSQH Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. These are the picks, and we're going to see how we're going to do on it. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Terrific Thursday. Stay safe, be good, and have fun. We out of here. Peace.